Chef Caleb with Evolve's Hack Shack, and I am here to show you quick and clever ways to make your kitchen life easier. Today we're talking cauliflower rice. Everybody knows that cauliflower is this magical vegetable that you can turn into literally everything. Today we're gonna make rice out of it, all right? So this is a poblano, cilantro, lime, cauliflower rice. I'm really excited about this. All right, so check this out. First thing you need is cauliflower, and I have the perfect head of cauliflower, all right? You wanna leave this in the package, okay? Don't go unwrapping it like it's Christmas morning here. You don't wanna get that everywhere because the package is very important to the process, all right? So we need to get this cauliflower off the head and into the oven. So you can either take the wrapper off and cut it with a knife, but that is so old school, and if I'm nothing, I'm not old school, okay? If I'm anything, I'm not old school. I think that's the way it goes. I'll have to check with my grandmother on that. All right, so I have your head in the oven, and you need one sturdy counter. This is not like your folding table, card table, flimsy counter. So we're gonna take this, and you gotta get in a good power stance, okay? A really good power stance, and you gotta get your feet underneath you and hip distance apart, and we're just gonna whack it on the counter. You ready? Don't get your fingers underneath this, because you will whack your fingers, and it will hurt like a mother. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm rotating it every time that I'm beating it. Oh my God, look at all of that. All right, so what you need to do here is get a big bowl, you cut this open, and you have the perfect cauliflower. And you kind of have to do a little maintenance. Again, if you get the little pieces that have leaves in there, it's not the end of the world. Guess what? It's still cauliflower. It's okay. It's part of the cauliflower, and you're never gonna know it when you make rice out of it. All right, so into the bowl it is. I'm gonna throw this away. All right, so for here, you need olive oil. Yep, because olive oil is gonna allow it to get roasty toasty. You need salt. All right. And you need pepper, 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 pepper. If you know me, my favorite spice is pepper. So we're gonna put just a little bit too much on it because why not? And then you get your 10 mixing spoons here, and you just roll it up. And if anything like big pieces like this, you just break them. You want to get them roasted evenly. So you need to make sure everything's about the right size, all right? So these guys are a little big for my liking. I want this to roast really quickly, because who's got time? Nobody. All right, this is gonna make the most amazing rice ever. All right, so it's all in the bowl. You take your bowl and you put it on a foil-lined pan. The foil is very important because it makes it where cleanup is a cinch. And I don't know about you, but I'm not too big on making dishes. All right, so this is gonna go in the oven, 400 degrees for about 15 minutes, depending on your oven. We're gonna take it out. You're gonna see these roasty, toasty GBD points, golden brown delicious, and then we're gonna be ready to make rice. All right, so our timer went off on our cauliflower, and I open it, and I know it's done, 1, when you hear the timer, and 2, you can look and see that it's got those golden brown delicious bits on top, or the GBD bits. It's an acronym that we're gonna test you over later, all right? Also, it has that distinct cauliflower smell, so we are good to go. It is al dente. If I were roasting this to eat, we would keep this cauliflower in the oven just a little bit longer so it would get perfect texture, but it's gonna be a little hard, and we want that because we're making rice out of it, all right? So we're gonna take this over to the food processor. We're gonna run it through the food processor, and then we're gonna mix it with our salt and pepper and spices, and it's gonna be amazing. We have 1 head of cauliflower. We're ready to make some rice now. You have 1 food processor with a shredding blade on it, all right? So the cheese shredding blade, make sure you have that. If you don't have it, you can just use the regular blade, but you're just gonna have to watch it extra careful. So if you overmix this, then you have cauliflower mash. Just add gravy and it's all fantastic. But all right, so we got cauliflower, we have cilantro, we have lime juice, salt, and pepper, and 1 food processor. We're gonna turn our food processor on and just start adding cauliflower. All right, guys, we have our cauliflower rice, and now it's time to add in our flavorings. Now, if you're like me, we're gonna do cilantro, we're gonna do some lime, we're gonna do some pepper and salt. If you're like Rob, the camera guy, who doesn't like cilantro, you can totally add in some pepper or some tomato paste, a little salt, a little pepper, a little roasted onion or sauteed onion, and you got this great Spanish rice. You can do any flavor combination you want, but since I'm running the show, we're totally doing cilantro, lime, cauliflower rice. All right, so you want to get a little handful of cilantro. If for every head of cauliflower, I just like a little handful. Now you can chop this cilantro, and you can do this on a cutting board, and then you can mix it in, or you already got it here, and you have this perfect chopping mechanism, so just shove this in there. Same with the lime juice. Just put it in. A little salt, a little pepper, and we're gonna rock and roll this, guys. I got my little pusher here. We're gonna push this down. Ready? All right, now, the thing about this is, and the better food processor you have, the better it works. Sometimes you get big pieces like this. One, it doesn't bother me. I like the texture, so I'm gonna roll with it. You can always just clean out your chopper and use a knife on that. All right, again, doesn't bother me any. All right, so, and now I'm going to use my 10-digit rubber spatula and get all this goodness. So all my salt, my pepper, my lime juice, everything is right here, already in, perfectly mixed up. Perfect. And we're gonna just mix this up. So this is the perfect side item for any Spanish type dish you have or Mexican dish that you have. Oh yeah, look how ricey that is. That is perfect. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be the perfect texture for anything that you're needing. So that is cilantro lime cauliflower rice. One of my favorite sides. It's a very popular side at Evolve. It's good. It's something that's super versatile. So, but of course, if this hack isn't easy enough or quick or clever enough, check us out at evolvepaleochef.com. You don't have to do any of this. You can just use the microwave. And if you can use the microwave, you can have dinner. I'm Chef Kayla reminding you to this week, eat like you love yourself.